A lot of businesses have been forced to move their operations remote. So a lot of companies are distributed and working remote. And this is the first time a lot of business owners are actually facing this new type of working environment where their teams are remote, they're remote, and there can be a lot of challenges associated to that. I know that because my company, Sidi.io, has been working remote for the last year and a half. And there are a lot of nuances and challenges that come with working remote. And I think the most important thing to dial in and to figure out is your technology. A lot of companies are moving to Zoom and Google Hangouts and other platforms. We've been using Zoom for the last 2-3 years. Love Zoom. And if your company is struggling on how to set up Zoom, what some of the best practices are, we're able to help. So the real question here to ask yourself is, are you remote ready? Is your company remote ready? If you're not, then feel free to reach out to me. You can just send me a direct message to my LinkedIn account, or you can email me, riaz@sidi.io. That's riaz@sidi.io. And we can have a chat about things that you could be doing to improve your remote working situation with your team, whether that's using all the bells and whistles that Zoom has available to increase engagement, how to integrate Zoom with Asana and Slack and some of the other platforms out there that are used for remote working. And so that's kind of one part of it in terms of using Zoom internally. Another part is I'm finding a lot of companies are reaching out to talk about how they can take their offline business and move it online in some capacity. So whether that's turning a seminar into a webinar, or if they're doing offline brick and mortar type business, moving it to an e-commerce type business. And we can help with all of those things. But one thing I wanted to share with you today is something that's been in our repertoire, our toolkit of marketing solutions that we offer our clients for the last 2-3 years. And here it is. So it's actually webinar services. And so what we do is we actually provide your company the ability to do an online webinar. And we do this through Zoom. And how we can help is we can help with all the technical side of it. So anything that's technical, that's associated with your webinar, we will help you set up remotely, which involves everything from the setup, helping you with the cameras and the microphones, the lighting if necessary. Then what we'll do also is we'll actually host it with you. So if once your attendees are invited and they arrive, we'll have a moderator there that will do Q&As with you, help prompt you and do polling questions and moderate everything to make sure that everything is polished and on track. On the registration side of it, what we'll do is we'll help promote your webinar via different ad channels to get new registrations. And that's going to help, we're essentially going to get bums in the seats to show up for your webinar. And of course, why that's important is because if you're working so hard to put all the content, this great content out there, then we want to make sure that there are people watching it. And finally, we'll help with your email autoresponders leading up to and after the webinar to make sure that people who attended get the recording of the webinar, that you have a follow-up sequence, and leading up to the webinar, that people are reminded to show up. So yeah, so I just wanted to put a video out there because it's more relevant than ever to talking about webinars. We've been offering this service for 2 years, and we've done hundreds of webinars for businesses across Canada and the US. And so yeah, just wanted to kind of put that on your radar. Because yeah, I mean, right now I think a lot of companies are struggling and trying to think of creative ideas to get in front of their clients and prospective clients, and hopefully this triggered something for you. And if it did, feel free to reach out or feel free to pass this video along to someone who you feel can benefit or their business can benefit from either optimizing their internal Zoom processes or hosting a webinar where we're helping out there. Okay, thanks for taking the time to watch today, and we will chat next time.